Each kid is given a $200 gift card, which they can use to buy holiday gifts or toys for themselves.
Crews are gone for the day after being out here since, as you mentioned, early this morning. Now, they have boarded up the building with the hopes of encouraging people to stay away. Behind me, you can see there are two garages right here that are both slanted to the ground. One car even looks like its back windshield was blown out. If we take a look this way, this tree that is right here, just about 10 minutes ago, crews removed it from this apartment building. Along one can of Bresky's specially prescribed formula lasts, she says, no more than 2 to 4 days. To utilize the electronic scooters, users just have to download the smartphone app that correlates to the brand they're using, unlock it using a QR code, and then they're free to ride. And it's been a somber evening here at Peace Church. As you can see behind me, the vigil is just now getting underway with its official speakers. A weekend of thrills, fun, and lots of history thanks to many different airplanes. The Duluth Air Show returns with 15 acts soaring through the sky, including a North American B-25 Mitchell, a historic World War II plane.
It wasn't doing area bombing. It was designed for other missions, and it was constantly being adapted for missions throughout the war.
The Minnesota wing of the Commemorative Air Force helps preserve and restore historic combat aircraft. They say preservation allows them to teach people about the nation's history.
Our mission is to educate and to inspire and to honor, to help that next generation understand what the generations before us did for us and the freedoms that we have today.
On Thursday, I got to ride along in the B-25, getting a very special look at Duluth and Lake Superior. From World War II planes to modern aircraft, the Duluth Air Show showcases the best of aviation. Major Kyle Oliver flies the number 5 F-16 jet for the United States Air Force Thunderbirds, who are making their return to the air show after last performing in 2018. The fan favorites perform maneuvers all throughout the sky.
What you'll see from Thunderbird 5 and 6, we are the solos. We're going to show you what the airplane is capable of. So we're going to show you how low it can go, how fast it can go, how tight it can turn.
A flashy show for the crowds, but Oliver explains at the end of the day, it inspires a sense of camaraderie.
And all of us are here to be a beacon of excellence. We're here to rally people around us as a beacon of excellence in the name of service to something bigger than ourselves. And I think that's a universal trait.
With the company of mayors, governors, senators, and community leaders, President Joe Biden spoke Wednesday about the bipartisan infrastructure deal.
Now, after years of talking about infrastructure, we're finally getting it done.
$40 billion will be going towards bridge improvement across America, with some headed to the Twin Ports.
Look, the Blatnick Bridge, you all know this bridge well. It's a bridge that connects our cities and your cities and your state. A bridge that carries people to work and carries goods out of your port.
The 61-year-old bridge is in need of massive repair and was Biden's first stop after landing in Duluth. Wisconsin Governor Tony Evers says building infrastructure like the Blatnick is part of building an economy that works for everyone.
Investing in our infrastructure is at the heart of that. And that's why we've been working to invest in our infrastructure here in Wisconsin.
The president says the focus isn't just on big projects, but also community.
But this legislation is about much more than the bridge or the bridges. It's about opportunity. Opportunity across the region and across the country. Investing in your port, your airports, and more.
Two rival states building bridges and coming together to welcome the president.
I love Wisconsin and Minnesota.
Thawing snow, shining sun, and chirping birds, all signs that sap will soon be flowing from maple trees.
When we get weather that's consistently above freezing, preferably above 40 where nights still freeze, that's what's great for maple syrup making.
Doug Hofbauer, known to many in Duluth as Farmer Doug, taps about 1,000 maple trees every spring.
We typically only get maybe 10 good days a year where the sap really runs.
He says he's optimistic about this year's sap production.
Our concerns this year goes back to last year's drought, and if the trees actually made up enough sugar reserves through photosynthesis to have those stored in the roots to start this season. I think we did.
Hofbauer says the tapping season usually lasts about 6 weeks and can begin anytime in March and go all the way up until the end of April or early May.
If you have a small number of trees right now would be a great time to start.
Kathy Burgess co-owns Burgess Family's Sugar House in Duluth. They tap about 2,500 trees each season. Burgess says for beginners, getting started is easier than you might think.
It's a really fun project, especially if you have children. It doesn't take a lot of investment to get started.
Family fun and a way to connect with the outdoors.
And this is an opportunity for hobbyists to go and tap a few trees in their yard or on neighbor's yard and make enough for, for your Sunday morning pancakes. You can pour some of your own syrup.
Tapping out of winter and into spring, one maple tree at a time.